So recently I've been thinking about what are some of the most important factors in order to improve one's gameplay. I've seen a lot of cases where people have tons of matches but still lack the fundamentals of the game. Here is a good example. This player has almost the same amount of matches as me. Even his favorite hero is similar to mine. But his in-game decisions throughout the whole match, it felt like he wasn't playing as somebody with over 10k matches of experience. But don't get me wrong, I understand the reason why this happens quite often. If nobody point out your mistakes, you might keep doing the same mistakes over and over again, especially if you are not really observant. I have been there as well. Anyway, after sitting on the toilet for 2 hours at 2 AM, I think I found some pretty useful tips on how to easily improve one's gameplay. But before we continue, a quick shout out to the amazing sponsor of this video. Say goodbye to those old school bulky leather wallets. The Rich wallet is a minimalist, high quality, modernized and stylish wallet. It has a variety of styles and it can hold up to 12 cards plus room for cash as well. Also, it has a lifetime warranty, so you can basically just buy one and no need to worry about getting another wallet ever again. And their key case also feels very neat and sturdy. No more jangling keys and messy keyrings. To get their best offer of up to 40% off until December 22nd, go to rich.com/Betosky. Here I got the perfect match that I think will let you see clearly what I mean when I say that understanding the fundamentals of the game are way more important than the mechanics of the hero. I mean, both are really important, but you should have the basic downs first before you only focus on spamming one hero non-stop. Here I will be playing Hayabusa. And although I rarely play him nowadays, but you will see that it won't matter that much, because if you know how the game works, that should take care of the rest to a certain extent.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! Initiate retreat!
It's really helpful when the roamer helps take the buff at the start of the game, because that will allow you to either take your small jungle camp quickly or invade the enemies. Even the XP or gold laner can help as well, since they have enough time to lower the creep quite a bit before the minion waves clash. We are able to clear this small camp even before the lethal spawn.
Betrayal must be paid back.
This was way too greedy and risky from their jungler, and I've seen a lot of players risking it all when the situation is definitely not in their favor.
First blood!
Here I could just take my blue buff next, but after reading this situation a little bit more, we should take advantage that the roam is really low and they have quite a weak early game jungler. It will take a while before Cushion can finish the red. I will let him start it first, so when he lowers it to half HP, it will be hard for him to just let it go.
The two sections shall unite.
When you have the advantage, it's always a good idea to try to deplete the enemy's farm as much as possible.
My only way.
Their marksman is quite low as well. We can maximize the efficiency of this rotation.
Enemy has been slain! Ally has been slain! You have slain an enemy!
Not all kills are equal. The roamer killed our roamer, but our jungler is the one who got the kill, so this was definitely in our favor. I wanted to continue the pressure and steal their blue next, but after seeing my teammates retreating, I had to go back as well. If I were to try to solo force it, it would have been a 100% a throw, since Natalia and Gusion could still burst me at this point.
My belief carried me here.
You gotta watch not only the enemy's movements, but your allies as well.
Ult is not ready.
That shadow will be
Enemy has been slain. Request backup. Enemy has been slain.
Whenever you're about to join a fight, try to think about what skills the enemies have and what they will probably do next. Here I knew that Sylvana will either stun or ult right away, so let her burn that first and then we can just go back to finish the job. No need to waste the ult when you know the target is dead for sure. Ults usually have a long cooldown, so it's better to save them for a potential next target.
Killing spree.
Our saber has arrived, so I will try to bait Natalia with this fake proposal and hopefully she will engage me.
my belief turns rugged terrain into a thoroughfare.
Slain.
There is no end
Ult
in
is
the
not
way
ready.
of a ninja.
Enemy has been.
Sarah has been such a good roamer that I decided to reward him with this kill.
Whoa! Next level, bro.
Yep.
On my way.
Witness the real power of the shadow.
Monster kill.
As you can see, although my plays are definitely not flawless, but as long as you know who to aim, when to engage and so on, more often than not, you will do quite well. But let's say the situation was reversed and you have the best mechanic of a certain hero, but you don't know when to go in and when to retreat. You will probably end up winning only 50% of your games, and sometimes even less.
Betrayal must be.
Destroy the turret. An ally has slain the turtle. Godlike.
Sylvana is trying to anticipate my dash and catch me with her ult. But if you really know how Hayabusa usually operates, you can do something like this.
There is no end in the way of a ninja. The first enemy.
An ally has been slain.
Judging by their marksman movement, I thought there was a high possibility she's recalling this bush.
My belief
Legendary.
carried me here. I will be the Akakage. Have you seen any?
Legendary.
Natalia was bottom as well just a moment ago, so I was hoping to catch her as well.
Attack.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
I guess the hunter will become the hunter instead.
Legendary. Double kill. Launch attack.
Try your best to always pay attention to your allies' positioning, so you all can be on the same page.
Your team destroyed the turret. Your team destroyed the turret. Enemy has been slain.
My only way.
Ally has slain Lord.
I would recommend when you play a melee hero to enable the attack assist in setting, and when you play 1-1 to disable it.
Legendary! Enemy has been slain.
Sometimes your heroes might be worse than the opposition, but if your fundamentals are solid, you can still perform very well and make the difference.
Legendary!
In hindsight, I probably should have committed there. Could have been another epic highlight.
Destroy the turret!
Stay.
Your team destroyed the turret! Slain! Mega kill!
I think in most, if not all competitive games, you always want to try to think like your opponents and anticipate what they will do next, so then you can outplay them. That's the only way you can truly win with a lot of consistency. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you on the next one. Bye.